Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Oh my goodness, I have missed you guys so much, and it's really an honor to be here with you. Merry Christmas to you, and happy holidays, happy New Year. Um, so let's get started here. First half of this reading is going to be about you, your situations. I tend to stick with love, but anything can really come out: friends, family, a career, money, anything. And the second half will be about your soulmate, okay, and how they're feeling about you, what they may be going through. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, okay, so it may or may not resonate with your situation. And the energies can be flip-flopped, okay? But if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Also, again, for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading. Now, I do offer live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded readings. Most of you tend to choose the live ones. That's my favorite as well. I just saw 111 on the timer. So I think that's a sign to get started here. So let me see. We're starting off here now with the Hermit and the Three of Cups. I feel an energy for you, Pisces. Now feels like a time, I feel, where you are trying to live your life to its fullest. This Hermit energy feels to me very much like a past situation. This feels like mourning of sorts. Maybe you are mourning something. It could be mourning somebody, the loss of a person. It could be that maybe somebody passed away in the couple, of months or within the year. And if that did happen, I am very sorry for that. It can also just be like mourning, an old relationship. Because what I'm feeling is like there is this kind of energy of, you're figuring out kind of what you want to do, how you're going to live your life. But also there's this Three of Cups here, and I'm feeling it as an energy of you may be a little rebellious right now, honestly, because now the Queen of Wands is over here. And what it's feeling like is there's almost an aversion to this energy. What it's feeling like is almost, I don't want to hear it from anybody. Like nobody's going to tell me how to live my life. No one's really knows what I'm going through. Nobody's been through what I've been through. What it feels like is if there's this energy of like, you don't want anybody telling you what to do. Now that can be a good thing. For the bulk of you, it feels like it is. Now that can also, though, be, if it gets out of control, I just feel like I want to say that, like, there's kind of this energy of, yeah, like, I don't want to be told what to do. Again, it feels like it can be a good thing, but I will always say, just be aware of that, because there may be an energy here of, toxic, individuals, people who want to control you, that kind of stuff. You don't need to be around that. But what you don't want to do is like not take advice from anybody. That is just kind of the dark side to what I see here, or a possible dark side here, if there's anything. What I want to say is, like, don't not listen to anybody. That's how I want to start that off, or just say that, because there is a devil under here, under this Queen of Wands. And what that feels like is, yeah, you need to know who to avoid, who does not have your best interests in mind. More like people who are out for themselves. But I also feel like I want to say it like this. Learn to or maybe you have done this already. or like distinguish who actually has your best interests at heart, maybe when they tell you something that maybe you don't want to hear. Know the difference between those good friends, and also like those who just maybe blow smoke up your ass. Okay? That's how I almost want to say this. Or it can be even people doing it to you. Like people who, kind of want to draw you into, because the three of cups, it also makes me feel like people who are just kind of into the material things. It could be, prospective friends or friend groups, friend circles. That would be someone or people that you maybe want to avoid. Maybe people who kind of suck you into this world of, I don't know, like partying or kind of frivolous activities that really don't do anything. Just watch those types. That's what you would want to avoid, if anything. Okay? Because there is an energy here of like somebody, it could be someone even that you're dealing with that may be kind of with this hermit. I feel like someone who avoids their emotions, or maybe who is, I want to say, like a little too much into their too much into their feelings, and what they do is maybe they look for people as an escape. This is the kind of stuff that you don't want to be around, like people who use you as an escape. Because what it feels like is there's an energy here of, once they have their fill of you, then they abandoned you and, kind of leave you out in the dust. So that is an energy I feel that you definitely want to be on the lookout for, or that you want to avoid. But yeah, I am feeling like, right now, you're doing your best to keep it together. I feel like you are getting out there, kind of living in the world. Definitely, I feel too like making new connections, making new friends. Just be aware of that energy that I picked up, like make sure they're not those types, again, that are just nice to your face, they want a good time, they party, this and that, or, come out with us, come out with me, let's do that. And then, weeks later, they just kind of drop you. Because they were bored or lonely and kind of just use you to fill that void. But I feel like it's a kind of one of those times right now. But you're also coming out very much in an energy like, I don't want to be controlled, told what to do. That's a good thing. Now, let me see here what else is going on. So please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, please for Pisces. What's going on with Pisces? So the Seven of Cups, it feels like an energy here of a past lover, or you may be single right now. There's that Queen of Wands again. I feel an energy of the Lovers. You may have had to tell somebody off in the past, like maybe like, oh, look at this, the heartbreak. You saw me shuffle the Star. There is an energy here of somebody who maybe was not taking you seriously, or you feel like they weren't. For Crosswatcher, it could even be that somebody, maybe you told the Pisces off for kind of being wishy-washy and like, what is it that you want? What are you just using me here? Or, do you actually want a friendship, a relationship with me? Either way, what it's feeling like is you had to make a tough decision, and it feels like there is heartbreak here, but it also feels like you are doing what you feel you need to do to keep your life on track. And kind of, how do I say this? Like, stay away from people who you don't view as serious enough. about you, because it's feeling like there was or there is like a frivolous energy around you. Okay, Eight of Swords. Look at that double Queen of Wands. So I feel you got real with somebody, or for Crosswatch, somebody may have gotten real with a Pisces, and kind of just, it feels like an energy of, yeah, I don't know what you were looking for, but you're not about to use me for this, that, and the other thing. Okay, and what it's feeling like is, there's the Ten of Cups. It feels like you want somebody on your level, Pisces, like more emotionally. It feels like, after a certain amount of time has gone by, with someone, you kind of want, okay, like, are you in this or are you not? If not, then maybe you need to go figure yourself out. Okay, because what it feels like is it's someone who was maybe a little unstable with you, or gave you an unstable energy, and you're coming out very much in this Queen energy. You're not really in it for that. You want someone who is emotionally available, emotionally mature, and they don't feel like they cut it for you. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, there's the Two of Wands. I feel, the Death card. You or them, they may have told you, it could go both ways, but it feels like somebody gave another person an ultimatum. Kind of like, okay, either you want it or you don't. And it feels like the other person is feeling defeated, feeling Three of Cups. It's almost like you called them out, or somebody called the other one out for being wishy-washy. It feels like a little selfish emotionally as well. So, let's say this is somebody. See, there's the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So this feels like it could go both two different ways. It's either like somebody was maybe too scared to commit to you, or because it feels like an energy of someone who's a little self-absorbed or into their emotions a little too much. It could be fear. It could be like a little bit of depression. It could be many things. What it feels like is it's somebody who is a bit of a commitment phobe, like who wants a relationship, but or even like friendship, but they don't have the emotional capacity to handle it. It feels like someone who's a little self-sabotaging. Okay. But also there is an energy here of a player. It's the exact opposite with this Death card. Like somebody who wants fun, or friendship, like kind of those friends, who are there when they want a good time, and then when they've had their fill, they drop you. This feels like it can go one of two different ways. Because I feel like either way, it's very kind of self-absorbed, self-centered energy, and what it's actually doing is pushing away people. It's almost an energy of like when one person starts to get close and starts to trust the other person, that's when it gets sabotaged, and then the trust gets destroyed. That feels like, see, and then there's an energy of the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups. It just feels like trust was broken. And it's just like, yeah, okay, buddy, you had your chance, and that's it. Like, I don't want to hear it. You had your chance and you blew it with me. And it feels like with the Justice card, there is an energy here of, it's almost like, please forgive me, or, like I don't have myself together. But at the same time, I don't feel like you or this other person is kind of waiting around, depending on which way the energies are going to go. Somebody wants patient, this and that, and the other one is just like, get your shit together. You said this, you said that, and I'm not playing this game with you. It's almost like, get it together or get out. Yeah. Somebody got cut off and it hurt them, but I do feel that it was deserved. Because I feel like somebody was this is very unstable energy and it's nasty. This feels like someone who can't handle stability, can't handle, real friendship, a real relationship. It just feels like somebody who kind of likes the frivolous, likes the, I don't know, like the fake words and the flirting and the politeness, but it really is just for show. It almost feels like they do it and they do it and they do it, but it's just words. But when it actually starts to become something more stable, or when the other person wants, I'm hearing like wants more of a commitment, more something stable, even it can be communication, talking, seeing one another, talking on the phone. It just feels like I just saw in my eye almost like the blinds close and they start giving excuses. This is self-sabotaging behavior. This is an energy of someone who sabotages a relationship, but then, they feel bad about it afterwards. It's kind of an energy of like abandonment issues. It almost feels like if it was done to the other person, if it were done to them, they would have a hissy fit. They would throw a fit. But when they do it, they expect patience. They expect understanding. But when it's done to them, they don't like it. It's kind of like someone who, when they get the results or, the consequences of their actions, then the other person becomes the bad guy. And then they feel bad about it, and then they, it's that's what I feel is it's an energy of someone who's sabotaging really good relationships here. And you told them how it was. Or Crosswatcher told Pisces how it was. But then when it's the one who it's like an energy of somebody pushed somebody away. Okay? But then the one who pushed someone away is all hurt and annoyed at the other person. And it's literally like, yeah, no, I see that for what it is. And no, F you. You don't get to be annoyed at someone when you push them away. You got what you asked for. It's really a joke. And it's actually quite sad. But that's how I'm feeling this. Let me see the energy of this person towards you, Pisces. 3 of Wands. Yeah, they're okay. It's ironic, they're very afraid. There's an energy of someone who is afraid of commitment. I feel an energy with this 3 of Wands too. Like, again, it's very hypocritical. They can push somebody away, but they expect like maybe the same treatment or trust and this. And now they're in a way looking at you like you broke their trust. They're studying, eyeing you. It's almost laughable that someone can be like this, but this is the way it is. Page of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. It's like someone who rationalizes their behavior, but then is also a little hurt by it because they actually did like you. They liked you and they had feelings for you. It's almost like an energy of, like what would an apology do? But they're turning it, they're making it like they're the victim, but they pushed you away. Whoever the one is that pushed the other one away, they're making themselves the victim. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't push somebody away and then when they actually give you your own energy back, or you give them their energy back, then they get all butthurt. No. The World, the Hierophant. See, they're coming out as almost like annoyed that you gave them a dose of their own medicine. This is nasty. This person is a little... Okay. This is nasty. I gave you that. I'm hearing this like, I gave you that. I talked to you on the phone. I did this. I did that. They're making themselves out to be a victim. And this strength card makes me feel like, oh, how dare they push me away? How dare they, when they're the ones who did it? This is like somebody who, when they get a dose of their own karma, when they get a dose of their own medicine, they don't like it. And then they get angry at the person because they had feelings for them, but they didn't say it. And then they wash their hands with. This is how they deal with life. They sabotage relationships with people and then blame the one who they sabotaged it with for not chasing them or not, taking the mistreatment, for kind of giving them a dose of what they wanted. That's called gaslighting, and that's bullshit. They really need to look at themselves in the mirror and take some ownership. And I feel like there's an energy of like when they do look at themselves in the mirror, they don't like what they see. So in order to sleep at night, they have to blame somebody other than themselves. Let me see any action this person may take towards you, Pisces. How are they feeling? Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. The one who pushed Pisces away, the one who pushed the other one away. The Fool. The Death card. Wow, the Fool and the Death card. Five of Wands. And the Sun. Eight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. I feel an energy of this whoever pushed somebody away, okay, is getting their karma, because what it's feeling like is they may be looking for other people or trying to make new connections with others, but what it's feeling like is they're getting the same energy back from others that they did to you. they're being put, it's almost like they're getting annoyed by that. This is hilarious with the sun and the eight of cups, because what it's feeling like is they're kind of learning their lesson. They're actually they're getting their karma, and it's pissing them off. It's actually kind of funny. Because I feel like, they may have tried to rationalize it in their head. But I feel like, too, on social media, they may be making it out like this is that and things are good. But on the inside, it actually is like sludge. They're trying to rationalize it and kind of like, okay, well, it is what it is, but they're actually really annoyed at what's happening. In other words, they're getting a dose of their own medicine. And I feel like they fully deserve it. Sometimes people have to go through this in order to really grow and see what their own actions do to others. They're getting a dose of their own medicine and I feel what you felt. And it also feels like an energy of them remembering what they did to you and kind of, oh, damn, like I'm getting my karma here. It feels like they're going through that. It feels like it's also been maybe a couple of months that these things are happening. I don't necessarily feel any action towards you just yet. Let me just see. Because it feels like they had to go through that, or they're going through that phase. It's going to be different for all of you, depending on the timing. How does this person feel for Pisces currently? That karma feels like a hit, and it feels like they're realizing they lost a really good friend. There's a lot of guilt here with the Six of Swords. I feel an energy of almost helplessness, guilt and regret. Three of Cups. But it's, there's that Three of Cups again. It just feels like it's an energy of like almost a chronic party rat. This has been coming out in your readings a lot, like this party rat kind of energy, or just like frivolous energy. Two of Wands. They're remembering what you said, or like what you did. You may have done something like that was rather rash or drastic with that. But I do feel an energy of, it annoys them, but it also, they respect you at the same time. Knight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles are together. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. A lot of Knight, and this King of Wands is here. It's feeling like an energy of, this person has an issue with blaming other people for reacting when they treat them badly. Somebody has a big issue with gaslighting. Okay, and it's honestly bullshit here. Because it's an energy of like they're annoyed, and then they, try to cast the blame on you, but then they realize, no, it's not quite. They know you're kind of, what you said was 100% right, or what you did. Maybe some of you even cut them off abruptly. And then when they saw their game ended, well, then they got pissed. It hit their ego. Somebody's ego got hit, that they got dropped. Could even have been, without an explanation, abruptly, and this and that. But it also feels like they got what they asked for. but their ego couldn't handle it. That, like, how dare they drop me? But that's what they want. It's really quite amusing. I feel like they're balancing their energy out because there's an aggression, but there's also an I'm sorry. But it's also an energy of like, I don't know why I do what I do. They're a little unbalanced in trying to balance those emotions out. Especially if they dealt with a loss. You know, it just feels like an energy, like a very much... What they want is love, but they end up pushing it away because of their their frivolous people that are in their lives. It's too self-absorbed, too self-focused, and they know this, but it's also a little difficult to get out of it. Just feels like someone who feels sorry for themselves. And then they get the courage and then run away again. If only they could find that strength to do it. You know, be a man, be a woman, and approach Pisces. It feels like a bit of a phase of this person still gonna get... I feel like their karma is gonna keep repeating. They're gonna keep kind of being selfish. I'm not necessarily seeing... What it's more coming out is... Some of them need to experience more betray. Yeah, that's how it's coming out. And it's going to keep happening and happening. Then they're going to face themselves and face you. It feels like a little bit more time. This feels like maybe the number 8 seems to be something. So that can be like 8 weeks, 8 months. There's more like an energy of it's going to be dependent on this person's free will. They're going to keep doing what they're doing, and then the same thing is going to keep happening. And then I feel an energy of like enough is enough. And then they own up to the fact that, yeah, what they're doing is toxic. Or what they have done is toxic. And it's kind of the universe giving them retribution for what they're doing. They're creating it. And then so others will do it to them. This feels like somebody owning their shit. And I just saw, wow. 33-33, it was 33-30, and then it was 33-33. I do feel an apology coming to you, Pisces, or from somebody. Or like, I know I did what I did, and I know why you did what you did. I just, I kind of pushed you away and was mad at you for actually doing it. Somebody may have even blocked you. You may have just did it, and then they got so pissed and kind of blocked you. I feel somebody owning to their shit, but I feel like it has to do with an 8. It could be August. It could even be an energy of, 8 is the infinite love. So for me, it's the infinity symbol. And that feels like when things come full circle. I do feel a heartfelt apology, but it also just feels like somebody being real with you. Yeah, like, yeah, I deserved what you did to me, And I know you had good intentions for me. Yeah, I do feel it coming back around. Let me see now, how should Pisces best handle this? Ten of Swords. They really betrayed you. You really felt betrayed by that. Somebody really felt betrayed. So Pisces, if you did, so, okay. For cross, what, like, or if it's the one who's watching, I don't know who did that to someone. Just know that you're going to need to be real with whoever this is, okay? Because that was a bullshit move. Somebody really did a bullshit move. But I do feel the way to handle it, it feels like it's an energy of it will be sincere and it will be honest. And I actually feel, though, there is an energy of accepting the apology, like, thank you for that. There may be some trust issues, though, with this. So what I'm feeling is, like, you need to say it to that person. Don't just, forgive them. You should forgive them anyway. But I'm feeling more, give them a chance, but explain to them, like, yeah, I do not trust you, okay? What you did was really bullshit. And so, it may take a little while for me to trust you again. It's an energy of, like, lay it on, but not too bad. But, don't sugarcoat it. It's almost like giving them this King of Swords energy, and then it may evolve into the King of Cups. I feel an energy of them explaining, maybe why they did what they did, opening up to you. And I also feel an energy of full ownership being taken. So, you have free will to do as you will, but I do feel like for some of you, you may decide to take it. Because it does actually feel genuine. All right, let me just get you a final message. It's for Pisces. Wow, the Four of Wands is sticking out. Look, if anything, what I want to say is look for stability. Cultivate that stability in your life and look for people, surround yourself with people who are stable themselves. Look for stability and surround yourself with stability. If you surround yourself with crazy, I don't care how strong you are, it will wear you down and you will become like that. Okay? Look for stability. Cultivate it, but be wary of who you surround yourself with. Bring stable people into your life and give the stability back to them. Be good to those who are good to you. That's a first and foremost. Let me get you an oracle card. Look at that. Fear and choice came out. So there may be people, in your life right now, Pisces, that, maybe they are not the best for you. And don't be afraid of making that choice to step away, from energies that are not good for you, people who are not good for you. Restriction. I think this is like an energy too. Look at this eye coming out here. And what the card is imagination. But I'm not really looking at that. I just feel like it's this eye. I'm feeling like any fears that you have within you, if you can see them, recognize them, and see kind of that they're restricting you in a way, it's when you see them, that's when you can make the choice to unrestrict yourself. So be it, I don't know, if it's emotions, if it's, people, maybe who have been loyal to you, and you've been loyal to them, but they're, maybe the element is not so good. Don't be afraid to say it to them, maybe, or, well, here's why I'm not going to be around you right now. We're like, this is not vibing with me anymore. Look at that, rota, the wheel. You're at a point in your life right now where you can either stay on the same merry-go-round or get off it. This is what I'm seeing in my head is this. It's either going to stay that way. It'll keep repeating or there will be a change. But you're going to make that change. Earth is on the bottom of the deck. You know what that feels like is an energy. Pisces. Pisces is opposite sign. Is Earth and it is Virgo. What it feels like is maybe if there was a Virgo, or look into Virgo energy may give you the answers. Because it feels like I'm hearing like Virgo is like your opposite, or Earth. Virgo is the answer, or Earth is the answer. Earth. All right, so Pisces, I'm sending you so much love. Please feel free to let me know in the comments, how it resonated with you. And just to say hello, I love to read all your comments. And I'm sending you so much love. Again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. Bye-bye now.